Right, excellent. So, do you know why people with irritable bowel syndrome have a hard time making decisions? They cannot trust their guts. And I wish I had trusted my guts last year. And I implore higher intelligence to avoid all these severe miscalculations because I put myself forward for the position of the candidate of the president of this club. And after 1 year with my experience, I need to tell you this. Don't be an officer for next year. Simply don't. And let me explain why I'm saying this. Don't be an officer if you have a subscription at Netflix, Apple TV, or any other kind of TV online, because that means that at night you can sit on your couch and watch TV instead of working on club projects. And isn't that all life about? Sitting on a couch and just watching others doing their lives? Fantastic. Don't be an officer if you don't like sports, because being an officer means that you are a player, a player in a team that is running for the championship. And this team is destined to create excitement, audience joy, and a lot of memories. And if you don't like this kind of adrenaline, obviously this is not for you. Just don't do it. Don't be an officer if you're already a tech savvy. Because these days, a Toastmaster Club supports different digital platforms. And you're required to become proficient because you're managing and supporting a small scale organization, like it was a small scale business, and to provide professional branding. So this year, just to name a few, very few, I had to learn practical tools in Google My Business, Docs, Google Professional LinkedIn, Professional Facebook, Canva. And actually, I'm using this in my paid morning job. Oh, what a disaster use of my time that has been. Yes, of course. Don't be an officer if you're naturally charismatic, if you have a strong networking basis, or you're very social. Because as an officer, you have to speak with everyone, literally everyone. From a person that wants to be a guest at the meeting and ask, can I be a guest at the meeting? To all your team members, the members of your club, and also area, division, district, and even corporate international. And they're going to be people from all walks of life, different professions, and different cultures. And within a year, you probably double or even triple your networking basis. And you're going to have incredible insights of how to adapt your communication style and also manage cultural differences. Yes, and you're also running the risk of meeting the love of your life, falling in love, getting married, and having children. Well, this happened in a club at least twice. It could happen again any minute. And I get it. I get it. You want your freedom. You want to be single. So this is obviously not for you. Also, they will know you. They'll know your name, your profession, your business. And if your club does well, then they're definitely going to contact you. And because this is a small world and news travel around so fast, very soon you won't be able to hide or hide away. You're going to have a visibility issue. Yes, that's another reason. Of course, don't be an officer if you're in your 20s or you have 5 or 10 years into your career. Because what's the gain of bothering yourself in having this experiential understanding of the dynamics of a group working together and collaborating with deadlines, deliverables, and also managing conflicts? There's plenty of time to see how this is played out and how to present yourself and hold yourself up in meetings and in projects at your paid job at the risk of losing that job or not getting the promotion you're craving. But I'm sure this is a minor risk for you. And of course, don't be an officer if you have already too many years of experience, if you're already leading teams, or if you are of a certain age like I am, because at this point of your life, you have so much confidence in everything you can do and also how you can manage the adversities of life. So you don't need to be an officer if you don't want to challenge that self-perception you have for yourself. And of course, that means that you'll be giving back some of that very important experience you have, and you will be teaching the new generations and you're giving back some of your life wisdom. And what a useless use of your youth time that would be, of course, yes. And of course, don't be a president, because that means you will have power to decide, money to manage, and a chance to bring a vision into life in a very creative platform. And every single communication you'll be doing will be to perfect all the imperfection of your impromptu speaking. And every time you speak with your team members, it's going to be a force to calibrate your language and your manners so you can be adaptive, inspirational, and effective. If you have officer next year, that means we're going to have a club next year. And who wants to see this community growing? No, 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 no. We don't want community ties. We just want to be free and alone. So I get it. In a nutshell, don't be an officer, because that means you will be giving yourself a responsible chance to see who you really are. Of course, in the occasion you want to have any of the above privileges of responsibility in action, and also if you want to give yourself a chance to see who you really are, no matter how reluctant I feel, I will have to tell you also that now all the positions of the officers are now open, and the elections will take place in May 2022. But don't worry, there's plenty of time for you to avoid any venturesome miscalculations, if any. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope now you'll make a wiser decision than I did. Thank you very much. The floor is back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.